Primarchs, being demigod-like beings with immense physical strength, psychic abilities, and regenerative capacities, are exceedingly hard to injure or kill. However, they are not entirely invincible, and there are instances within the Warhammer 40,000 lore where they have been hurt or even killed. So in today's video, we will explore what weapons, if any, can hurt or kill a Primarch. Let's get into it. Before we go through the weapons that are capable of dealing damage to a mighty Primarch, let's first look more at the Primarchs themselves to truly understand just how powerful they are. The Primarchs are genetically engineered superhuman beings created by the Emperor of Mankind, the immortal ruler of the human empire in the Warhammer 40k universe. These 20 beings were designed to be both supreme warriors and generals to lead the Emperor's Legion of Space Marines in a galaxy-spanning campaign known as the Great Crusade, to reunite humanity under one banner. They were made using the Emperor's own genetic material, making them somewhat his sons. They were created on Earth, also known as Terra, during the late 30th millennium, a time of scientific marvels and advancements spearheaded by the Emperor. In an event shrouded in mystery and believed to be a sabotage orchestrated by the Chaos Gods, the Primarchs were scattered across the galaxy while they were still infants, landing on various different planets. They are much larger and more powerful than even the enhanced Space Marines, who are themselves genetically modified using the Primarch's gene seed. Primarchs are known for their great strength, speed, and resilience. They possess genius-level intellect and are supreme tacticians, strategists, and leaders, with capabilities that far surpass those of normal humans. Primarchs are virtually immortal, with lifespans that span thousands of years. They can be killed, but it's an exceptionally difficult task. Many of them even possess psychic abilities, inherited from the Emperor himself, who is one of the most powerful psykers in the Warhammer 40k universe. During the Great Crusade, the Emperor and his legions of Space Marines, each legion being led by a rediscovered Primarch, sought to reunite the scattered remnants of humanity and establish a galaxy-wide empire. Tragically, this era of expansion was followed by a devastating civil war known as the Horus Heresy, during which half of the Primarchs turned against the Emperor, led by Horus, the Primarch of the Lunar Wolves, later renamed Sons of Horus. This conflict ended with the Siege of Terra and Horus's death, but had lasting repercussions for the Imperium for thousands of years to follow. Each Primarch was the genetic template for one of the original Space Marine legions, elite military units created to be the vanguard of the Emperor's forces. Even in the 41st millennium, the Primarch's influence is strongly felt, with those loyal being venerated as saints and those who fell to chaos being feared and reviled as arch-traitors. In the recent lore developments, some Primarchs have returned to the galaxy to lead their forces once more, marking a new era in the ongoing saga of Warhammer 40,000. These include Rabute Gilliman of the Ultramarines and Lionel Johnson of the Dark Angels. But all of the Primarchs, including the ones that haven't returned, have a rich and deep backstory with complex personalities, adding depth to the lore of 40k. The Primarchs are without a doubt amongst the most fascinating characters in the entire lore, so I'll definitely be up for doing more videos on each and every one of them, if you'd like to see them. Anyway, it's during all of these fantastic stories that we find examples of Primarchs being hurt. So let's take a look at some of the weapons that can hurt or kill Primarchs. Weapons wielded by other Primarchs. For example, Fulgrim's sword. In Fulgrim, the Primarch of the Emperor's Children manages to severely wound Ferrus Manus with a demonically possessed sword, which later is used to behead him during the Isstvan V dropsite massacre. The Worldbreaker and the Talon of Horus. In the final duel during the Siege of Terra, Horus used these to kill Rogel Dawn and to mortally wound Sanguinius. Then there's the Anatheme and other warp-infused weapons. The Anatheme is a weapon infused with dark warp energies. In the novel Horus Rising, it was used to injure Horus, setting the stage for his eventual corruption. Mortarion Silence. Mortarion Scythe, a weapon enhanced with warp energies capable of hurting beings as powerful as Primarchs. We have Psyker abilities. Magnus the Red being one of the most powerful cycles in the whole universe, Magnus could potentially harm other Primarchs with his psychic abilities, as seen when he confronted Leman Russ in the events leading up to the Battle of Prospero. Exotic and artifact weapons. Vulcan's Hammer, the Dawnbringer. Vulcan, being a master craftsman, created several artifact weapons capable of harming beings of Primarch caliber. There's also the Drachnian, a powerful demon weapon capable of hurting Primarchs, as seen in Master of Mankind, where it engaged the Emperor himself. Sustained heavy firepower. Though not generally effective, sustained heavy firepower from entire armies or warships might pose a big threat to a Primarch, mainly due to the sheer amount of damage output. astral and dimensional entities. Beings from the warp or other dimensions could potentially harm Primarchs, given their supernatural nature and abilities that operate on different principles from the physical universe. Assassination and poison. While not a weapon per se, in Nemesis an entire execution force is assembled to assassinate Horus, using a mixture of stealth, potent poison, and specialized weapons. Physical combat with beings of comparable strength. Creatures or entities with physical strength comparable to a Primarch might be able to harm them in hand-to-hand combat, for instance a battle with a greater demon or similarly potent entities. With all this said, it's essential to note that hurting a Primarch is no easy feat, and the instances are relatively few and often involve exceptional circumstances or weapons of such immense power. Moreover, different novels and authors might portray the strengths and vulnerabilities of Primarchs slightly differently, leading to a wider array of portrayals in the vast Warhammer 40k literature. But one thing is clearly consistent: every Primarch is a badass. I plan on doing a deep dive video into every single Primarch and their chapter. If there are ones that you'd like to see first, please let me know in the comments down below. That's it from me today, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time on Explore.